What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video on this one right here. This one right here. Well, let me tell you about this one. We finally hit expert, but the thing is, yes, I hit expert. I'm only gonna showcase two sets here. The only reason I'm showing two sets off this time is because the sets did not go too well. I actually ended up tanking after I hit expert. The first two sets were okay. After that, I mean, well, in these first two sets, you will see that I was pretty much hard countered and I didn't believe I was going to hit expert. But give this video a like and a comment and a subscribe if you do appreciate that we did hit, if you like that we hit expert. But yeah, this is kind of weird right here seeing this S Cavalier, but they were already legend. But man, I was so super hard countered. There was games I couldn't literally do nothing in, and some of these games you'll see here as I play them, and because I didn't go too positive, but I did hit expert, as you guys were know that I was 1 point away. If you saw the video from yesterday, if not, um, watch the video from yesterday. But let's go ahead and just get into the comment, Terry, since it's gonna be a short one, only two sets. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and I will get into this now. As we do see that our Toxic Pax is gonna get taken down by the S Cavalier, as they are gonna throw the drill run, they are gonna switch out. I'm going to go ahead and throw the I paused there for a second because I assumed they were going to swap out, and they did, and they went to a carbine. I threw the dig just because I wanted to get the shield or the damage. If the damage went through, then two surfs would have did it easily. So with the bubbles adding up, of course, and this is the reason why we're also running bubble. Bubble is just way better in this. I think bubble is just way better if you're the only time you ever want to use hex is if it's in Ultra League. I do believe Ultra League is probably the best league that you want to run Hex. There is other certain cups, specialty cups that you do want Bubble, where obviously Garatina is not around and stuff like that. But yeah, as we do win the second game there, and they're gonna come into a B drill. Well, in the lead is gonna be a B drill up against our Gligar. They are gonna switch out into an Artabax. I am gonna throw the move here. They don't shield, which is very interesting. But since they didn't shield, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Toxapex. Toxapex can tank any move here, and we can just go straight for the farm down. And that is what we're about to do. But they are gonna make it to another Dragon Claw. We're gonna go ahead and throw the Dragon Claw. They probably had Avalanche, probably why they didn't try to debuff me here. But either way, they're gonna come back into the Beedrill. Beedrill's gonna get hit with one of these Brian's, and we are making it to another Brian. So they're about to get hit with another Brian. They are no shielding, and I unfortunately not gonna make it to another move here. And then let's see. I'm gonna come into my Gligar here. But I thought about it, and I probably should have actually went to Jellicent, and you're gonna see why here. Because in the back, there's gonna be a Guzzlord, and unfortunately for me, Guzzlord is going to go ahead and wreck my whole Jellicent. So this is really bad for me. As you guys see, once again, I told you guys I was super hard countered, and you guys can see here, I started to think that I was starting to doubt that I wasn't gonna make expert. I really only needed 1 point. This set did not look too promising, as you guys see me just top left now, and we're out of here. As we're gonna hop into the next battle, we're gonna see Garatina up against the Gligar, and this is not really good for the Gligar just because obviously Garatina can bait here, but they actually do go for the Shadow Ball, which is kind of good for me. I'm not gonna bait here because they expect me to go for the Aerial Ace, and I'm not gonna go for the Aerial Ace. It's not an, it's enough to actually KO. They come into an Empoleon. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the dig here, but I probably should have swapped out, realizing that they are probably weak to the Gligar in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and shield and throw the dig since it was CMP. Probably should have tried to catch. Now I am gonna go ahead and let them farm me down. It's not gonna be too much of a farm down. I'm gonna come to Jellicent here, and I'm gonna try to throw the move, but apparently my move does not go off, and then they're gonna go ahead and catch on a Steelix. Very good catch. Obviously, they were weak to um, Gligar in the back, as you guys can see. And this should be enough to KO, I do believe, with the bubbles it was. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into my Toxapex, let Toxapex tank all the moves here. Toxapex can tank quite a few moves here, as you guys will see. I just need to make it to this brine, probably a couple more poison jabs to farm down, and we're gonna be able to take this game actually, as we are going to get hit with one more drill peck, but that is fine with me. And now we won two poison jabs is gonna be enough to KO, and we're gonna be able to take that game as we do hop into the next battle, and we're gonna see a very good lead this time. Actually, very good lead. They're gonna swap out into a Dugon, and I make a mistake here. This is actually really bad for me. I am gonna shield mistake number two, shielding the icy wind. I kind of hate the Dugon matchup just because Dugon, everybody plays it differently, right? And so there is no correct way to play Dugon. And I'm gonna go ahead and CMP them, cap tie, bap tie on the next move, and they are gonna shield the shadow. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. If it's the drill run, so be it. But they actually icy win me. So this person was trying to do some mind tricks, and unfortunately, I do not fall for it there. They are gonna shield again, and I'm like, what the heck? Why are they double shielding? This makes no sense. Probably know what I have in the back. They're probably gonna hard counter me here, because they're probably sniping. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these games were suspicious on how they were playing it. They look like snipes because once again, these battles are done on my Twitch. They're done and on live in real time. I don't put no delay on my stuff, so it's really easy for anybody to snipe me if you're in my elo range. And I won't put it past people to snipe because that is a thing on Twitch, and people just love doing that because they like to win, and they're just bad people. They're just bad people. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and win that game. And despite them playing super weird, we're gonna be able to take that game and win. As I do take my time here, again, we are 1 point away, as you guys can see right there, 27-49. Take my time. Probably went to the restroom where there was a ad break, and I didn't want to claim it yet. Or I don't know. I think I went and grabbed the shot as well. So I took a shot. Um, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. But yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, we're at 105. So I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, that's been commentating as well. I do try to. I don't really get too many comments, so I do try to reply as fast as I can, as we are still waiting for me to claim here. And it's gonna go be a little while now. I'm not too sure. Okay, here we go. Now I am gonna go ahead and get a marrow here, and I do take more time here. I probably should have cut it, to be honest, not to make it too long. And we're gonna go ahead and claim the marrow as we're taking time. Not too sure. Here we go. Here we go. Marrow. Now I'm gonna praise it. I remember this. Yeah. So since we're taking a little pause from the battles, if you guys could just go ahead and like the video, and we do hit expert here, we are gonna go into the last set here. Um, let's see. I am back in the 2600, so unfortunately, I did fall after this set, but that's why I'm not showcasing any more sets after this. And because I just got super hard countered, even though I have already been countered, seen a lot of man teams in the lead and stuff like that that do really good up against the Gligar. This yesterday was super bad, was super horrible. um they were just hard countering me, and I don't know, it didn't make sense to me, to be honest. It looked very snipish. It looked like people were intentionally trying to make me lose, and they were trying to win. Just because, like I said, they were doing all these weird plays, like they knew what I had in the back. And I know a lot of people haven't seen my video, so they don't know this team. But there is somebody, a Spanish YouTuber, that did drop a similar team to this. So, but I do believe my team actually beats that team. So I'm not really true tripping about that. As we do see that I'd go into the toxic packs, we're gonna get hit with an aerial ace. We get the farm down. They're gonna come into annihilate. and this is not looking really good for me. But we are gonna go ahead and start throwing the brine here, and just gonna go ahead and let it go through because this game is over. Doesn't really matter. This game is pretty much over. Yep, I'm telling you guys, it just looks super suspicious. Like it looks super suspicious. Oh, never mind, it's not over. They made a very bad play right there, and then that actually forced me to end up winning. So we are gonna see Superior lead into the Gligar. They are gonna switch on to the Carbink, and I do like that I see the Carbink here because now I can come into my Toxapex here instead of my Jellicent and leave Jellicent for the Dewgong that's in the back. As you guys will know, Zionic dropped the team. This team, somebody else did too. I can't remember who, but Zionic's like one of those main people that's always dropping hardcore meta teams for people to run, and this was one of the teams that he had dropped a couple days ago. Not too sure when. They are gonna go for the Leaf Tornado here. I'm not gonna shield because I assumed that I was gonna live the Frenzy Plant if they did go for the Frenzy Plant. They are gonna shield now, which is very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. And then now I'm gonna come into my Gligar. They're gonna come into their Dewgong. Dewgong is going to do Dewgong things. So here it is, gonna start debuffing me. And yeah, sure enough, they do go for the debuff. Now I am gonna go ahead and CMP them, Baptide, Captai. On the next move, they are gonna go ahead and shield. And the bad thing about this is that you can never really bait a Dewgong because if you bait the Dewgong, then you're just gonna lose for sure, for sure. So I'm just gonna keep chunking out these shadow balls, even though they're probably most likely going to shield, and they're gonna go ahead and drill run me this time. And it's a lot of mind tricks with the Dugong, so that's why I really don't like Dewgong. And now they're going to switch out. I'm going to go ahead and make it to the aerial ace here on the superior. Superior's going to go down. And now they're going to come into the Dewgong. Dewgong, they're going to top left because they knew the game's over. Probably could have farmed down with the Gligar. So they knew it was over. Now we're going to see Gligar into Gligar. But the other one is Purified. And we are Shadow. They go for the move right on 7, so once we get to the dig, I'm just gonna go ahead and let it go. Play it the same way that I usually play it. Go ahead and go for 2 aerial aces here, and then catch the next one. Throw one, catch the next one, which it looks like I successfully do end up catching. They're gonna come into a mana zone, and this is not looking good for me. Or make sure to try to throw on very good timing, which it looks like I did. And since the bubbles are adding up, I can probably just go straight surf here. Gonna make it to another surf here. They can let this go if they like, but they are going to go ahead and shield. And now I'm going to try to come back into my Gligar. Hopefully I can get a fast move. Nope, we are denied. We don't get a fast move. Super good game. They do go for the wild charge. Going to go ahead and shield again. And now this time they do go for the next wild charge. They're going to switch out into their Gligar, and I'm gonna try to farm down completely before they make it to another dig. But I make a huge mistake here, and they go for the aerial ace. Well, I'm thinking this is a dig. I'm like, did I miscount? Nope, it was just an aerial ace. And now because I threw the energy, this is really bad. I can't even undercharge it to even get more energy. So this is really bad for me. And they're gonna come into the mana zone. Just gonna go ahead and get this mana zone out the way. And in the back, there's going to be for alligator. I tried to make it to 2 moves. I think I went one over. I think I went one over. No, maybe I wasn't at the double moves. I'm not too sure. But either way, I probably should have went dig here. If I go dig, I probably do end up winning. But yeah, unfortunate for me. Couple misplays, but on top of the misplays, it was more hard countered than anything. As they do come into a stupid. I hate this dumb man. I hate this mon. I hate this Pokemon. I'm sorry, I'm talking like I'm on Twitch. But yeah, they're gonna come into a Quagsire. Quagsire is super bad for me. I really dislike this Pokemon because it just gets to the move super fast and it's just so tanky and people love to shield it for some reason. And now I am gonna go ahead and let this go through. I can't shield. Gonna come back into my Gligar. Gonna go ahead and shield this. At this point, this game's over. Um, as I do CMP them again, this game's over, super over. So this is why I'm not showing you guys all my losses because there's nothing to say about the losses. It's over. It's over. Yeah. And I'm telling you guys because like it's so weird because it seemed like they knew how I'm playing these matchups out. So they were probably watching me the last few days on how I play. And yeah, they knew how I played and just sniped me. Because I'm telling you, man, these games were super weird how they were playing it how they shouldn't be playing it. So it was just weird. I'm gonna come into my Toxapex here. Gonna get Rock Slide. Gonna farm up. They're gonna make it to another Rock Slide, but I am gonna be able to come out with a lot of energy, almost 100 energy, probably at 100 energy. I think I am. Gonna go straight for the Sludge Wave. Don't expect them to shield, but they do. Gonna go ahead and let it go through. Frenzy Plant. Gonna come into my Glide Guard. They're gonna switch out into their Dewgong, and at this point, they top left, recognizing that they can't do anything. Like that game right there did not seem suspicious, but the last one before that seemed suspicious. There's a lot of games that were just so suspicious that I just didn't. I was like, "Yo, am I getting sniped?" Because like, I didn't even think I was getting sniped in the day before that. Like yesterday was the only day that I started thinking that I was getting sniped, and it wasn't because I was well, it was because I was losing, but not because of that, but because of how they were playing the matchups, how they were playing. It was just so weird to me. But either way, if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. A little short one this time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next video.